Hello, my name is Todd Harris. I'm the leader of a band named the B-Side Bandits. In the 80s, I attended Berklee College of Music as a recording engineering and live sound reinforcement major and an electric bass minor. And I've been exploring concepts having to do with biamping basses for some time. I have some theories that I want to bear out and present in a series of videos. One of them is that, contrary to some belief, there is no single speaker that will produce all the array of sounds that a bass can make, and so the idea of having multiple speaker sizes being driven by the bass will likely give you a greater spectrum of harmonics and sounds beyond the bass or root note that you're playing. So to that end, I've set up a stereo speaker setup involving two Gensler bass arrays. This one has a 10-inch main and then 4 tweeters, and the bottom has a 12-inch main and 4 tweeters. They also angle their cabinets up to be better heard when you're playing on stage, and they also disperse out to the sides better than other bass amps, so if you're off angle to your bass, you're more likely to hear it. So these two bottoms are in use, and I'll use other ones in future demos. The heads are Gallien-krueger mini bass 800s and the classic 800. The one that's feeding the bottom cabinet, because this will be stereo, meaning the output of this bass is being split by a 20-foot cable. First 10 feet are a single cable, then it splits into a Y. And so the bass speaker, or the one closer to the neck, is feeding a mini bass fusion, which is 2 preamplification. Give me a warmer sound on the lows, theoretically. And the treble pickup is feeding the classic, which is strictly a digital, these FET amps. These are great amps. I've used them for a long time, and they have different features, but that's for another time. So this is a stereo equipped bass. This is an Alembic Stanley Clark Brown bass. They come standard with an output that can be switched from just plain mono, feeding both into 1 amp, or you can switch to stereo. And now I'm feeding both amps, which are each individually feeding their own bottoms. These are 8 ohm bottoms, and so my amps need to be set to 8 ohm output so they don't put too much power into a single speaker. So let's get to it. Here's the bass line from Come Together, and this is biamped. Come Together in mono. For all my gigs, I come with 2 heads and a bass bottom. If you're playing in stereo, you have 2 bottoms and you have 2 heads. Of course, weight is an issue. These speakers, again, are 30 pounds each, and these heads are 7 or 8 pounds. I'm looking at the Phil Jones 450G, the new model. They have 5-inch speakers, and the question there is, will they reproduce the sound spectrum that 10s and 12s and tweeters will? I have my doubts, but it would be a very good treble bass head possibly, but it weighs 30 pounds, including the cabinet and the amp. So I will post a video on that.